guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I have been practicing for my clinical skills exam on Thursday. I'm extremely nervous because this is the first time I'm doing one that is patient focused. I wanted to start this video like over the weekend, which I do have a clip of my Instagram story because I went to this really cute vegan market and I thought it'd be a good way to like open up my week, which is going to be filled with studying and preparing and all this stuff, with something kind of lighthearted. But as time went on, I did not pull up my camera, and so you got an Instagram story to kind of show you what I did. But yeah, so right now I just been practicing by myself. You guys know I'm really good friends with Kendall. She's gonna be coming over soon so we can work on it together. So what I've done so far is I've made little scripts for myself. So in my CSC, you get to have one sheet of paper. With that sheet of paper, you kind of write down your outline of what you're gonna say, what systems you're gonna ask about, this, that, and the third. So I've been writing things out. So like we have 3 categories for cases. So we have a hematology case, we have a pulmonology case, and then we have a cardiology case. Now by the time I got to cardiology, y'all, I was kind of writing out all my acronyms because I know what they mean. I know what I'm gonna ask. So that's why this one is blank, but the back has my physical exam and like the systems I want to make sure I do for each complaint. So that's the bigger part of what I've been trying to study. So right now I just finished doing like my 17th run through of, okay, now moving on to the physical exam. For this complaint, you know, I want to do these things, you know, just put it in my head. If I think it's a hematology case, I'm going to do these systems. If I think it's a pulmonology case, I'm going to do these systems. If I think it's cardiology, I'm going to do these systems. But yeah, outside of that, next week is finals. I'm almost done my 2nd semester of PA school and I could not be more excited. Only thing is I haven't started studying for any other class next week because I'm so like zoned into practicing for my performative exam. Of course, when my friend gets here, I'm going to show you guys like exactly how you study for these. And since we had some fake cases, or we had cases in lab this semester, we're going to try to use one to go through a full workup of the condition. So let's see how that goes. Okay, so let's pretend like I started the timer, and then I'm going to write some acronyms. So I walked into the room, I made sure to wash my hands, and then my patient was properly draped, and now I'm going to introduce myself. Hello, my name is VeeRay. I'm a physician assistant student, and I'll be conducting your exam today if that's okay with you.
Yes.
Perfect. So let me just start by gathering your name.
Michelle Obama.
What's your age?
57.
Gender?
Female.
What's your date of birth?
1/7/1967.
Your occupation?
I'm the President of the United States.
Nice. Your marital status?
I've been married for 40 years.
Awesome. And so tell me a little bit about what brings you in today.
I've got a bad cough.
Can you tell me when this cough started?
I'd say it's been on and off for a few, like 2 months, but it's gotten worse this past week.
Have you noticed that anything makes it better or worse?
I cough a lot on movement, but nothing makes it better. So like when I'm going up and down stairs, that makes it worse, but nothing really makes it better other than resting, I guess.
And how bad would you rate this cough on a scale of 1 to 10?
Like a 7.
Have you had a cough like this before?
No.
Is this the first time you've seen a provider about this cough?
Yes.
Are there any other associated symptoms like a runny nose, scratchy throat, headaches?
I feel like I'm more tired than usual, and I tire out easier than usual.
And with this cough, are you having any sputum or anything come up with it?
Yeah, it's like thick green mucus.
Do you roughly know how much? Like, is it a teaspoon, a tablespoon?
Teaspoon.
Okay, so I just want to provide you a summary of what you said thus far, just to make sure I'm not missing anything, and feel free to add anything. Okay, so you're coming in today because of a bad cough that you've had for about 2 months, and it's getting progressively worse. It gets worse on movement, but it does seem to calm down when you're resting. You rated this cough a 7 out of 10. You have no previous history of coughs like this. This is the first time you're seeing a provider. You've noticed that you've been more fatigued lately, and the sputum that's coming out of this cough is thick and green, and it's about 1 teaspoon.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna say strep, flu, COVID, viral rhinitis. Okay, so now I'm gonna ask you some past medical history questions. So have you had any childhood illnesses?
No.
Have you had any adult illnesses?
No.
What about any hospitalizations?
Just when I was giving birth.
And how many times have you given birth?
4.
Did you have any surgeries, or were these natural births?
2 were cesarean sections and then 2 were natural.
Did you have any complications with the cesareans?
No.
Are you currently taking any medication?
Just my daily multivitamin.
Do you have any allergies to meds, food, or the environment?
I'm allergic to bees.
What's the reaction when you get stung by a bee?
Anaphylactic.
We better keep you out when it's summertime, huh? Gotta keep you inside. Are you up to date on your vaccinations?
Yes.
When was your last known menstrual period?
About a year ago, my doctor said I'm in menopause.
I want to do a strep test still.
Okay.
I want to do a chest x-ray. I want to do a pulmonary function test.
Okay.
And
A chest x-ray shows a left lower lobe consolidation.
okay, so then I'm going with pneumonia. And that's going to be my presumptive diagnosis. Yeah, the treatment of this for a person of her age would be azithromycin. Now, how long she take it, I don't know. Oh, I do know. So I'm gonna give her azithromycin. She's gonna take it for 5 days. I'm gonna follow up with her in 2 to 3 days, just a phone call to make sure she's feeling better. If she's not, I'm gonna have her come back in the office and I'm gonna reevaluate. So yeah, that's what I would do. So I hope you guys got to see like a good look of how we are studying for the CSE. Also, one of my friends just told me that the person I have that's like my proctor for the CSE is very tough. They're very like a stickler for points. So they may take off like a half point here, half point there. And I'm like, God, sorry, y'all. I just ran up the stairs coming back from dinner. But now I'm about to call my husband. He's starting a new job tomorrow. So I'm really excited for him. And I know he's super excited. So I want to call him and congratulate him, give him a pep talk, encourage him. And then I'm going to look over everything one more time. So all my like outlines, go through it, make sure it makes sense to me, because that's one thing, like it has to click for me. So if I realize I know what the condition is now, and I didn't check a system that's super important to it, like I need to get that, because I don't want to end up with a bunch of points taken off and not do well on the performative exam. So yeah, and literally listening to them tell me like how much of a stickler my person is made my head hurt. So I know I can't do much more studying tonight. So I'll check in with you guys tomorrow. But have a great night. See you tomorrow. Good morning, babes. So yesterday I went not right to sleep when I got into bed. I did watch some TV before I went to bed, but today is an 8 a.m. class, so I hate when I do that. But it seems like every Tuesday or every Sunday night, which are the days before I have an 8 a.m. class, I want to stay up all night watching TV and like catching up on social media and calling my friends and everything. And I'm just like, girl, why do I do this every night before I have an 8 a.m. class? That doesn't make sense. So I'm a little bit tired, but I literally slept like a rock. I slept into like my last alarm, so I'm feeling okay. A little bit nervous about tomorrow, but I've been looking at my whiteboard here, just making sure I got my systems. I've been going over my scripts. I know you guys saw yesterday how I studied with Kendall. We only did 2 cases because honestly cardiology is a lot, and I remember the systems and stuff like that, but I'm really hoping I get a pulmonary or a hematology case. I'm just not a cardiology girl, and in real life that's not something I want to pursue, so it's just harder to study that one, but I do know it. It's just harder to study it. But yeah, I just finished writing in my prayer journal. I'm actually hungry. and it's 7:21, so I have time. I may eat a bagel. Oh my God, y'all. I don't know if y'all knew this, but Biscoff, the people that make the cookies that you fly, you know, on the airplanes that make the cookies, they made peanut butter, vegan peanut butter, and it tastes delicious. I don't know if they just ground the cookies up, because it literally tastes just like the cookie, but it's so good. So good, but look, it is vegan. Okay, so today is Wednesday. I have class at 8 a.m. to 9:20. It's radiology, last radiology class. I'm so excited about that because y'all, honestly, radiology has been the hardest class this semester. And it really shouldn't be, but it's been so hard for me. But I'm passing it by the grace of God. And then I had medical pathology, pathophysiology from 9:30 to 11:50. Which that class honestly is long. It can be daunting sometimes, but the teacher makes it fun, so I'm interested to learn, and she keeps me up, so it's not like super boring. She's not just reading directly off her slides. Like, she's good at interjecting and adding even more helpful details. And on her test, I feel like she's very straightforward. There hasn't been a test where I was like, oh my God, that was so tricky. It's tricky because a lot of the conditions may present the same, or like, you know, yeah, a lot of conditions present the same, but the questions are straightforward. It's just like, I have to make sure in my head I've separated the conditions. But she's a great teacher, great teacher. Then I have lunch from 12 to 1. And then I have Trilogy, which is a part of a 3 course series. So it was women's health, geriatrics, and now we're on pediatrics. And our final will be the last pediatric exam, so it's not cumulative or anything. The only cumulative final I have is radiology, which is the one class that I just don't think should have been cumulative, but whatever. And then after that, I have human behavior, which is basically like my psych class. And honestly, I'm not a big fan of that class either. It's a lot of information, a lot of medications, just a lot. And it's not like I'm excited to learn it, because psych is not my thing either. At least I don't think it is. Like, I don't mind talking to people and all that type of stuff. When it comes down to the medicines and like diagnosing them, judging by the class, I'd be a little bit off. So yeah, not my most favorite class, but it is what it is. And then tomorrow I have MedPath at 8:30 to 10:20. I have a break from 10:30 to 11:30. And then that's when our CSEs start. And I'm so happy because my group actually goes first. I'm not the first person to work up the patient. My partner is, but I'm just happy because we get it over with by 12:30. Because she'll go from 11:30 to 12. And then I'll go from 12 to 12:30. We'll both go downstairs. We'll write our focus notes, which they give you 30 minutes to do that. So the latest I could be there in my classroom or wherever is 1 o'clock tomorrow. And then after that is straight to the library to start studying for finals. I'm gonna start making some materials today, but like really studying is not gonna start till tomorrow, which I know I'm starting so late. I really should have started a while ago. And then I have one class on Friday. I have pharmacology. And then this is my final schedule. Hold on. I don't know if you guys will be able to see the entire thing. So Monday I have 2 finals, y'all. That's why I'm like really trying to make myself study. And this is just remediation for the exam we have on tomorrow, like the performative exam. If you don't do well, you have remediation next week. Let me make my bagel, and then I'm going to walk to the student market so we can go to class. Hey babes, so today is Friday actually. I think the last time I checked in with you guys it was Wednesday. So on Wednesday I kind of had got some bad news and it just like affected my mood. So after that little check-in I like couldn't film anymore, and I did do things after that, but I just couldn't film it. And then Thursday, you guys know, was my performative exam, the first one I've had in a series of 10 that I will have before I finish the program. And honestly, it went well. So as you guys saw how I was practicing, that's basically how the test goes. So my partner got the script. I was asking her questions based off her condition. And then at the end, I told them what the condition was, well, what I thought the condition was, how I would treat it. And then immediately after that, we had to go straight downstairs and write our focus notes. So, you know, in like an EMR system, you have a note printout that you sometimes give to the patient as a summary of the appointment. So I had to go downstairs and write my own based off like a template that they've given us before. So I knew what to write, but it was like, I think I was still worked up from the skills part of my exam, that when I got downstairs to write my note, I was still a little bit, I don't know how to put it. Cause like now when I left, cause I had time, I finished my note, cause you only get 30 minutes to write it. I left and I was like, wait, I forgot this. I forgot that. Oh, I put that in the wrong spot. You know, like I was like, oh my God, I made so many mistakes that I hope my note is not like the death of me. So we shall see. And then you have to do an oral case presentation also while you're in the room with the patient and the preceptor. So that was okay. I don't think I did that good on it, because at one point I just started saying all the things in one of the systems and I was like, well, why am I saying all these? They're not all pertinent to my condition. And so you want to stick to pertinent positives and pertinent negatives. So you can say some things that are negative, but make sure it's pertinent to your condition. So yeah, I was like, oh. But yeah, overall, I think it went well. And then today is Friday. I have my last pharmacology class. Thank you, Jesus, because I am so tired of pharmacology. It's not my strong suit. I need to start studying for it. But the final is not until next Friday. So I got a lot of time to start studying for that. I have 3 tests that are more pressing. So I'm going to study for radiology, behavioral health, and I'm going to start making materials for my MedPath class. So today after class, we're going straight to the library and getting it in, girl. Because my weekend's going to be full of studying. All next week, I'll be studying for every test I have like the next day. So it's just, from this point on, we're studying. I was going to skip this and just like come back once I'm in Texas, because I'm going to the Nicki Minaj concert after finals. But I was like, maybe you guys want to see me study all for the next like 8 days. So we shall see. But yeah, good morning, and I'm headed to class. Man, I have been slaving away in this library, and I'm gonna continue to stay here and study until like maybe 7 or 8, until I get hungry. But the studying is going well. I did watch a TV show when I first got in here to kind of unwind from class, but now I've been straight studying and we're about to get back to it. Alrighty guys, it is 7:12. I just left the library. I'm headed to my dorm. Well, I'm gonna go eat first at the dining hall, and then I'm headed to my dorm. I got a lot of good studying done. I still haven't finished the stuff I wanted to finish, so I'm gonna keep studying in my room, but I was just tired of sitting in there. I got restless, so yep, headed to my dorm. Alrighty, y'all, so I'm in the car. Like I said, I'm headed to Barnes & Noble's. It's funny because this Barnes & Noble is the one at FIU. And no, that's not my school, and I'm just joking like I don't go there. I do not go to FIU. But I tried to go there like the second month of me being in Miami, because all my friends were going there to study, and they were like, yeah, Barnes & Noble is so nice, it's so this, so that. So I went there one Saturday, and I don't know if they were actually closed, but I seen closed when I looked them up on Google. So I found another place to go study, and that's the coffee shop that I go to all the time now. So now I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna try FIU one more time and see if the Barnes & Noble is open, because it said it opened at 10. And it's like maybe 10:20, 10:30 right now. So I'm going to go over there and start studying, or at least see if they're open to start studying. And y'all, I'm so sorry about the vlog. I feel like it's been all over the place. I'm jumping from one day to the next because I've been so busy in between these like scenes or whatever. So I just haven't had the time to really just pull my camera out and follow from one place to the next. Yeah, it's just been so busy. But last night I did study a little bit before I went to bed. But I did stay up to like 2 a.m. watching TV. Like, y'all don't understand. I went straight to the library from class yesterday. Stayed at the library until like 7. I stayed there studying until like maybe 7:10. Because after that, I started watching like a TV show. And I'm not going to count that time. So that was a lot of hours of me just sitting there focusing, locking in, and it took a toll on me. So when I got back to my room, I couldn't really study. Like I would think about studying and I would get so frustrated. Like I'd be like, no, not yet. And so I would watch another show and then another show and then a YouTube video. And then old Peacock, my show came on today. Like I would just find things to do to not study. But by, I say 12 o'clock-ish, I was getting tired but not sleepy enough, so I just started studying. So I finished one of my quiz lists, and now I have everything pulled up for what I'm going to start this morning. And then I just have a cycle. Like I said, I'm studying for 3 tests, so I just have like a cycle. So I start here, I go there, I go here, start here, go there, whatever. So yeah, I think there's a Starbucks in this Barnes & Noble, so I'm just going to get like a bagel and some coffee from them. But let's just get to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Good morning. Okay, y'all, so I just made it to FIU. Actually, I'm gonna try studying at their library because it said I made it to Barnes & Noble, but I don't see Barnes & Noble, so I don't know if it's like inside the library or something like that. There are some students outside, so I could ask them, but I think I'm gonna just try to go into the library. I don't know how this works because, for one, my school is not even as big as FIU, and we have staff and security guards and all that. This campus, I literally just rolled up to it, and now I'm about to park and go inside. That just seems so unsafe, and it's a huge campus. Yeah, I felt the same way when I first came here, like I said last semester, to study. Like, it just felt so weird to me to just drive onto their campus. But maybe it'll be something in the library where it's like, are you an FIU student? We'll see. I'll update y'all. But I parked in the faculty and staff parking lot because apparently their graduation is today, because they have so many signs up pointing to the graduation. And I seen this girl just got out of a car and she has on her cap and gown. So yeah, I'm hoping like the parking is not strictly enforced because there's so many parents and family members and everything on campus. Like, they need parking spots. So yeah, I parked in the faculty, but I parked super far down. So I'm hoping it's not like, you know. But yeah, let me try to get in the library because I still do need to study a long time today. So yeah, let me stop talking.
Smoking, no cooking, the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up dope in the crock pot. We came from nothing to something, nigga. I don't try nobody, grip the trick. Nobody call up the gang and they come and get gang. Cry me a river, give you a tissue. Bad and bullshit, bad. Cooking up dope with a...
So at this point, I'm basically just exploring their school because I left from outside because I don't know if I ever told you, I hate birds, I hate iguanas, and Florida got them so bad. And there was one that was like coming up to my little study area outside, and I just couldn't deal with it. So I was like, I'm gonna go inside. And so I found the study rooms, but there's a guy in there. Got his computer playing out loud. He's sitting right next to one of the only chargers in the room, and I'm like, I'm not gonna go sit right next to you, even though I got my noise canceling headphones on. So yeah, now I'm just exploring the campus, basically trying to see where I could set up, where I could be near a charger because my computer is also about to die. Yeah, it's a cute little campus. It's huge. For summer break, I seen a sign that said April 29th to May 5th, summer break. So this is where everybody's at because the campus is empty. Like I said, except for these graduations, I've seen people with caps and gown on, but other than that, it's kind of dead. I like it though. But I'm not going to stay outside because I can't do the birds and stuff. Birds and the iguanas got me scared to stay outside.
My niggas are savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. My bitch is bad and bullshit bad. Cooking up dope with a Uzi. My niggas are savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too.
Headed to go get some food because I am starving. You guys know I left this morning, didn't eat because I assumed the Barnes & Noble would be big enough for me to eat something and like sit around and study. And total bust. Their Barnes & Noble is a small bookstore. It's not like a true Barnes & Noble. So I am starving. I haven't eaten all day. I'm so sad I could cry. The vegan restaurant I come to all the time over here is closing. Today is their last day. They close at 10 and there's literally no more. They said they had like a sister property in Hollandale, which is not far from me, but that one already closed. So this was the last one. They just weren't getting enough business, he said. And it's crazy because every time I went in there to get food, I sure was thinking, I was like, how do they afford to stay open? Because there's no one in there ever when I go. And today, of course, the day that they're closing, they're the busiest I've ever seen it. all the tables are full. He has a table full of to-go orders. He has people constantly walking in and sitting down. I'm like, wow, of course it's the day that you're closing that you get so much business. And they don't have a sign or anything on the door saying like they're closing or anything. So when I walked in, I was genuinely so surprised that they were closing. I did get some to-go food from them because I was like, well, I've never gotten your desserts and I want to try them. I did take a bite out of one of the desserts because I was hungry and the food was taking a while because it was just him and one other person. So I got a muffin. This is good morning. So guys, I know I popped on yesterday, but I just showed you me studying last night and I didn't say anything about where I've been, like what's been going on, nothing. So yesterday was my first day of finals week. This whole week is going to be treacherous, but I had 2 finals yesterday. The first one was my human behavior final. You guys know I hate psych, like too many meds, too many conditions, but that one went well. And I was shocked by that because that was the one I was like, oh my God, I don't know how I performed on that one. And then the second one was for general radiology, which the class would have been fine, but the teacher made it so complicated and so hard. And like, I don't know. I mean, all in all, she wasn't a good teacher in my eyes, so I didn't end up passing that one. She did give a lot of points back, but I still didn't pass it, so you can imagine what my initial grade was. It was a pretty rough test for me. And I don't know why, because I felt so confident in the things that I did know, which it kind of showed on the test, because the number of questions I got right, I was like, yeah, I felt confident in about that many questions, so it is what it is. And the teacher did give back a point this morning, but I needed more than a point to get over that threshold of, you know, my program, you have to get an 80%. So I needed more points than that to get to 80%. So it is what it is. It was the final. I still did well in the class. And really, it's like I didn't win the battle, but I definitely won the war. So it's fine. But yeah, so now I'm studying for my exam I have today at 12:30. I've literally been up since 8 studying for this exam. But this class is one that I've tended to do well in all semester. We had 8 exams in that class, and I passed them all. Like, I never got below an 80. So I would hate to think the final exam would be the one exam that I don't get above an 80. But we are learning things that honestly aren't clicking as well. So I may not get as high as I normally get, but that's fine. I mean, I also have like an A in that class, so I can afford to not do as well on the final. And this final is worth the same amount as other tests. So since I've done so well in the others, my grade may not be affected as much. But yeah, so that's all I've been doing today is studying. But guess what? Friday, I'm going to pamper myself. I'm getting my nails done. I'm getting my hair done. I'm going to get my braids again. But this time I'm going to get the regular box braids, so not just like straight backs and then box braids. And then I'm flying to Texas for the weekend to go to the Nicki Minaj concert. So it's just like I got so many things to look forward to. So I'm trying to keep my mind here, my body here, and focus on this. But I am so ready to be done. You guys, I am so over waiting for class. I went ahead and got dressed. So I'm gonna wear this blue shirt, tan pants, and then I'm gonna wear my shoes, the white and gold ones. But I'm so over waiting for this exam. I kind of just want it to happen. I hate that it's taking so long. It's not until 12:30 and it's currently 11:30, so I still have a complete hour to wait. Good thing is though, I can start working over there at 12:10, so maybe not in a complete hour, but this is dragging. I'm just ready to take the exam at this point. I think I do well. I understand a good amount of stuff. I mean, there are some things I'm still a little bit shaky about, but once I did the math, it's like, okay, there was 2 lecturers throughout the PowerPoints for this exam. One of the lecturers, he basically gives you a study guide, but this study guide is like basically what he may ask on a test. So if you study the study guide, normally you'll do well on his portion. So then that's 20 questions. I know for sure I've studied his study guide. I should get those correct. For her, she has the remaining 30 questions. And now you can miss up to 10. So then that puts me at 20 questions that I just have to absolutely get correct. So when I think about it that way, I'm like, I know his stuff and I only need 20 of her questions. And I know I can do that to pass the exam. So now I'm just like, let's get this over with. I feel good. Let's hope I'm not saying that and then go in there and mess up, but I feel pretty good. Good morning. It is Wednesday, May the 8th at 7:41 a.m. My next exam is at 9 a.m. So I've been up studying ever since 4 a.m. actually. And I didn't go to bed till like maybe 12 or 1. And it wasn't the best sleep of my life because I kept tossing and turning just thinking about the exam. So my exam I had yesterday at 12:30. It was a class, like I had told you guys before, that I had passed all the exams. There was 8 exams total, including the one yesterday, and I had passed them all up until that point. Because actually the one yesterday I did not get 80% on. I'm just as shocked as you guys. I don't know what's going on with me this week. Like, I can tell I'm not here completely because I'm just ready for the break. Like, I honestly can't buckle down and like focus like I want to. Like, my head is just not in it. But it's like when I was taking an exam yesterday, I mean, I felt pretty confident in my answers. Like, I felt how I always feel about her exam. So I'm just like, when I got that grade back, I was very shocked. Very shocked. But I still have 3 more. Today is a new day. I'm trying not to count myself out because honestly, you know, not passing or not getting 80% on 2 exams like back to back has really got me feeling like what's going on with me. I mean, thank God that I had like A's in all these classes before, but like some of my A's were on the line, and of course now I got like a B. But I'm fine with that. Honestly, it's just I don't want to fail all my exams because, or not fail them. Like I said, you just have to have an 80% in my program. And I don't want to get under that because then you have to do all these extra assignments after the break. And I just don't want to do them all. And, you know, summer semester, as short as it is already going to be so much learning within the first week of school. So I'm just like, I don't want to do extra work. But at this point, I've like worked my way into 2 assignments already. One for radiology and one for medical pathophysiology. The exam I have today is for trilogy, which is a class that, you know, I'm not doing bad in. I think I have an A in that class too. And honestly, it's higher A than I had in the other. So even if I don't do well in this exam, I could possibly still keep an A. Just depends on how bad I do, if I do bad. But yeah, I'm trying not to be disappointed in myself because I'm not even a perfectionist, so it's like, I don't know why I wanted to keep my grade so bad, but it's just the fact that I'm not doing well in the exams. I think it's just like bothering me, especially because I'm staying up so late, waking up so early, like literally spend all this time writing all these handwritten notes. And then on my iPad, I have a chart of notes. And then this morning, I decided to write you know, index cards of notes. And I'm just like, I'm doing all of this and it's still not showing on my exams. Like, I don't know if I'm getting nervous when I get in there. And it's not even like I have a lot writing on the exam at this point. Like I said, my grade is pretty solid. So it's just like, I don't know what's going on, but I think today I'm gonna take longer because I feel like the past exams I've only taken 30 minutes. One of them, you know, I did really well on. But the others, I've taken 30 minutes and I haven't done so well. So I'm like, maybe I should take a little bit longer and just like thoroughly go through my answers. But then I feel like the longer you sit there, the more you talk yourself out of answers and you change answers. So I'm just like, I have to find a happy medium between I'm happy with what I'm submitting and I'm going to hit submit, you know, whether that's 30 minutes, 50 minutes, like, but yeah. All that to say, I'm studying right now for my exam at 9. I'll be sure to fill you guys in if I get time because yesterday I didn't come back at all after my exam because I was studying all night in the library for this stuff I'm doing right now, for the one I have today. So, and I have another one tomorrow and I have another one after that. So yeah, I'll check in when I can to update you guys like how the rest of my week goes. Wish me luck. See y'all. I know me. I told y'all yesterday, I don't know if I'll be able to come back after my exam, and I didn't. But yesterday, I felt like the exam went well. We still haven't gotten the grade back. Sorry, y'all, I don't feel like taking my headscarf off just yet. We still haven't gotten the grade back, but I do feel like the test went well. I do have a test today at 9, and it's like 8:20. So I think I'm gonna start walking over there like 8:40, 8:45. But I feel like this one should go well too. I feel like I understand the content on it, and I feel like as we're getting closer to the end of the week, I'm not feeling so wound up and stressed because it feels like just the test we had on Monday just left me so, because we had 2 right back to back and then we had one the next day that was super content heavy. So yeah, I feel good about the one today as well. I'm gonna go to the library and study because I have my last one tomorrow on pharmacology. I started making some study material for it, but of course I didn't finish because I was trying to focus on studying for the exam I had today. So I'm feeling good about the rest of the week. I'm just so excited for the Nicki Minaj concert. Me and my friend got shirts made and we have like Nicki Minaj's face all over them. I'm just so excited. Like, I'm just so ready to be done. I also get my hair done on Friday. So right after I finish my exam, I'm gonna go to the braid shop. I'm getting some box braids. And girl, I cannot wait. And then I'm gonna be in Texas from Saturday till Tuesday. And then I'm gonna come back here and my husband is gonna come on Wednesday. So yeah, I get to spend, he'll get to be here for what, 5 days. I kind of wish I had went to Atlanta instead, but for my dorm, we are gonna have to move out eventually. And I just wanted him to be around when I did need help moving out. Cause I know the lady told me, oh, you may be in your current dorm like up to a week or so after school ends. School ends tomorrow, so he'll be coming like next week. So hopefully my dorm room is ready for me to start moving, because I don't want to move all this stuff by myself. Like, I have a bunch of crap in here. That's why I never show you guys like my entire room, because it's just so cluttered. So yeah, that's why he's coming here. But I kind of wish I had went to Atlanta instead. I miss my dog, I miss my friends. Like, anytime I get a chance to get a breath of fresh air, I would rather go home than spend it here, because I don't really like Miami like that, and I don't be knowing what to do, and it's just so expensive out here. But I don't want to move this stuff by myself either. So my laziness kind of trumps me wanting to have fun. But anyway, I just want to check in with you guys, because I know like all yesterday, all last night, like I just never got back on the camera. But I feel like this test went well. I'll let you guys know when the grades come out. And then, yeah, wish me luck on today's exam. Alrighty, babe, so I am back. I know it's been a busy couple of days, but I finally had time to pull up my camera and update you guys. So I had a test today. It went really well. I ended up making a 98, kept my A in the class, because y'all know this week, finals week, started off very rough for me. So I'm happy that I finished it out so strong. Last 3 exams got all A's. So I'm proud of myself. Then I went to go get my hair done today, because you guys, I know I said this so many times, I'm going to the Nicki Minaj concert, and it's hot as hell here in not Atlanta, in Florida, and I just don't want to be dealing with my hair. So your girl got her braids back, and I've become an ombre queen. Like, I love ombre braids now, so got some ombre braids. But yeah, finals week is honestly, next semester is my last didactic semester, so the last time I will have finals like that. So I'm so excited. I'm so ready. I've made it so far, you guys. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep pushing. But thank you so much for staying tuned with me. Honestly, I know it's been a journey to stay watching this vlogs, especially because I've just been busy studying and I haven't been like checking in with you guys as often. But thank you so much for watching to the end. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, bye, babes.